Hello and welcome back. Now, I said there'd be videos coming on this thing, and it turns out they're coming a lot sooner than I first thought, because I made a bit of a cock up, to be honest. I thought the first show for this that I've been accepted to was Players in June. June? I think it was June. Turns out it's not. Turns out it's Retro Rides, which is on the 11th of May. Now, I've got some work to do to this. It needs an MOT. There's a box with some stuff in it to fit. But before we get to that, we need to get it outside. No, I'm going to do it. Oh, that's not a good sign. Why is the alarm not flicking? Has it got oil in it? Oh yeah! Alright. Let's see what we can do with her, shall we?
But it would be in a while though, isn't it?
Oh yeah! Look at that, we've got a tank of fuel in her as well!
She's alive.
You can't beat it, can you? That handbrake was never that bad. Wow. So yeah, this has been sat since December. As you can see, if anybody knows the car, it did have the wing on it, but the paint come off of that. It's got no bumper on it because I smashed and split it to bits. So I've got until May to get an MOT on it, put two lower arms on it, fit some coilovers to it, paint the bumper and the splitter and the wing. There's a lot of work to do. But first, we've also got to empty out this lot and clean them. So, come along for the journey, it's going to be an interesting one. So, as you can see in front of me, I've got a new set of coilovers for the 36. I got a message from Max Speedy Rods. They wanted me to run their coilovers and give them a review. So in the box, obviously if you don't know how 36 works, it's got a McPherson front strut and then it's a spring and a shock separate. So in the box we've got the cups for the springs, the rear spring adjusters, rear springs, rear dampers that are adjustable. Both front and rears come with dampening adjusting, which is super nice. Something I definitely need on the 36, because when you put 4 people in that car, the back end rubs. We found that out going to Cafe the Machine. Very annoying. First look, they're actually not too bad quality. They've got this like wrinkle paint effect on the mountings, so that's nice. Springs, I don't know. It's just that it looks like a way better built shock now. So we're going to fit them and see what happens. Oh yeah, and if you want to be extra seen, you get a nice little chromey sticker with it. Now the only issue that I might run into is that the BM, I don't know if it's got M3 shocks which are different, because it's got E46 lower arms. So we might have some problems, but it'll be fun. So let's get them fitted. Well, let's get the car started in here first, and then we can start fitting. Right, so these coilovers, I've undone the collars, greased them up, wound them all the way in. This one, this is what I mean about measuring it. To the top of the thread is 106 mil. This one is 104. So because this is bottomed out, I'm going to wind this one off. Probably 2. Again, mark up the collars, mark up the shafts, all that good stuff. Too far. Somewhere around there. It's 106 mil. So that's lined up. Take it over to the car. Now, if you're doing this on an E36, there's a tip that's going to save you a lot of crying and a lot of aggro. This bottom shock bolt is a pain in the arse and it gets stuck all the time. So put some fucking grease on it. Come under here. Where? Oh, getting in some compromising angles here, mate. Right, tighten this bottom up first and then line the top mount up, because these threads like going. So at least if you've got it started with no pressure on the shock, it's nice. So, jack the bottom of the car up. Gonna have to line everything up. There you go. Obviously, you know, if this is your car, I'd probably take a bit more care. I feel sorry for people who work for BMW. I couldn't imagine having to do this every day.
You literally did do this every day.
When?
Like a couple of years ago.
I never worked for BMW, mate.
No, you worked on BMWs.
There you go. I reckon this is going to be depth now.
It's coming up, but it's not.
Yeah, I think it probably wants a little bit of a kiss with a hammer.
Strap brace ain't going over it.
Huh?
Strap brace ain't going over it.
Oh, is the strap brace what's getting in the way?
Yeah.
Oh. So if you've got a strap brace, don't do what I done.
There you go, talk to spec.
Talk to spec?
Yeah.
Finger tight. Wow, it's going to be even more talk to spec. Right, so that's all bolted up. Now these have got 24 point, is it 24 point dampening and adjusting? Something like that. What would you call it? 24 settings for dampening and adjusting. So I'm going to, hang on, I'll read the instructions. 24 click. 0 to 16 level will be perfect for daily use. So if we go all the way south, 2, 3, 16. So we'll set both sides to 16 and we'll see how it goes. That is a lot higher than what it was before. We'll just bolt that up. What could possibly go wrong?
What are you doing then?
Well, I'm trying to crack this bolt off. Right. Crack that nut. Just so it's off and loose. Undo the 2 top mount bolts. So that, get the strap brace out of the way. Take that off. That releases the pressure off of that bottom knuckle bolt. That will jack down. So that takes all the pressure off of the strut. And then over to the top. Oh yeah. Right, watch your face. Yeah. Obviously, protective equipment is optional, probably advised by this point, but we're trained idiots. So, spring out. So again, mark your spring cups. Then match the other side, so the other side was 5. 5. Lock it up, hand tight, because you've got to check it all. Cup in the bottom. I've cut my hand.
You alright?
No.
Oh.
I really hope this isn't decked.
I hope it is decked, mate.
What was that? Don't forget the strut brace top.
Yeah.
And then it's got no handbrake shoes. This is probably not going to sit. It's probably going to sink too low. Oh. Well, that's upsetting, isn't it? Hang on a minute.
Yeah, it doesn't look so low anymore. Cool, that's stiff though.
What do you reckon? Leave it to settle?
No, lower it more.
Lower it more?
Oh, I thought it was match low.
How many returns then?
All the turns.
All the turns?
All the turns.
All the way off?
Don't do if buts or maybes, mate. Just
Absolute.
loose.
Absolutely loose.
Is your nan a bicycle? No. All the way. Don't be shy.
What do you mean, is your man a bicycle?
Well, if my nan was a bike, she'd be a bike, but she doesn't. She isn't.
What?
Right. So, the back is done, the back is down, and we've maxed the height out on the spring.
Just get this one.
But on the shock, it's full height. So, was it full height? No, it's full low, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all as low as it'll go.
Right, okay, so as it sits now, it's as low as it'll go. Right? We're going to let it settle and we're going to do the front. And then if it's still not, I can't be running that gap, I can fit my head in there. If it's still high, what we'll do is we'll take the spring out, take the adjuster out, and then undo. We'll take the one lock ring off first and see how it sits. And then if it's still too high, we'll take both rings out and then go full chav.
Go on, lift it up. Why don't you do
Come on, come on! Oh mate, you'd be shit at this. Well, there's nothing. Oh wait, to be fair, hang on a minute, let me come out. There we go, that'll do it. That'll do.
Alright.
This might sit the back end down a bit. Do you want to see how bad the ball joints are?
Yeah, let's see. Lovely.
Wear and tear, mate. Age related. Back you in the windscreen.
Oh. That's exactly how it's supposed to be done. It tells you that in the workshop manual. Shock has got 2 bolts and then a 3rd pinch bolt up there and then the top mount. So this will be a lot faster than the rears. So take the flexi out, then get the biggest Milwaukee gun possible. I just see, it's that. That's one. There you go.
Handy having no bumper right now.
Huh?
Very handy not having a bumper right now.
Oh, I planned it, mate. I planned being this late for show season. I've got to be the latest one into show season. Surely. My car's still in pieces. Yeah, look, it even runs. There you go. That frees off. And wiggle, and out she comes. Do that with a brake disc to support it. Now, up the top. So, now what we want to do is get the smallest gun in the roster. 3 bars. Oh yeah, of course it does, mate. Archie, can you grab the shot, please, mate?
Grab your shaft.
Yeah,
I'll grab your shaft.
if you would. Got it?
Yeah.
Look at that, mate. Little Milwaukee guns. Stunning.
And it's a beautiful baby boy.
Hey! Now, as you can see, maybe they aren't odd shocks. Maybe they are just all shit shocks. Yeah, they are. They're all Pro Sport shocks.
You ain't got camber adjustment on them, have you?
What?
Them? Oh yeah, you have.
Yeah.
That's what these are.
Yeah, no,
So,
on the new ones.
yeah, I have. So as I said, these have got camber adjusting tops, but no dampening adjusting. These are camber adjusting and dampening adjusting.
Do they have more or less camber on the new ones?
Don't know, we're going to find out. But the issue that I had when I first bought it is that, as a lot of people do with E46s, well, with E36s, they put E46 arms on. It's basically a cheap way to get a lock kit on the car. The issue with that is because the arm is longer, it chucks the bottom of the wheel out so much, right? And then this camber mount was maxed out, so I think it was probably about 12 degrees of camber, maybe a bit less, but it was around there. This has now got the minimum amount of camber on it, and it's still sat at 3 degrees. So, bit of a problem. I don't really need to have the 46 arms on. Like, I've got to put 36, I've got to replace both arms. I could put E36 arm back on it, but these are already polybushed, so I can just have the polybushes out and put them in a new set of arms. Or put E36 ones on, but I don't really want to do that because the lock to lock on this is insane. So whenever you get in a tight spot, you can just your way out of it and you're in. Right. I've read the instructions again because we do that here, and the preloads are already set on the springs. So to set the heights, we're going to go off of the bottom lock ring. And we can, again, we can count the threads or we can measure it with the rule. So what we're going to do is we're going to do both. So, that's really tight. Again, this is my way of doing it. The internet's a wonderful thing where you get many different opinions and many different methods of doing it. If you don't know what you're doing, pick the one that you like the sound of and do it. I like doing it this way. I've never had any issues with it. And it makes life easier when you come to adjust it when you realise that you're not low enough. Probably like I'm going to do. As I said, it is copper grease, so it will mean that any debris that gets flung up will stick to the coilover. If you've got nice expensive coilovers, then buy coilover boots. The only thing with that is obviously if they get wet, they'll trap moisture.
Which causes oxidization.
It will if there's a crack in the powder coating. That's what you got to remember.
5 threads, I'm saying.
5? Definitely, yeah.
10 then. That's my final offer. Take it or leave it.
10.
10.
Alright, Archie's called it. 10 rotations. So, again, paint marker and count threads. 10.
I think that's going to be too high.
Too high.
I was watching you and I was looking at 7 and I was like, yeah, that's probably right. And then you go past and I was like, oh dear.
Now, your final offer was 10, so we'll go with 10 and we'll fit it and we'll see what happens.
So how much camber can you have with those max speeding rods?
Hang on, stand by.
Compared to your Pro Sport ones. Let's do a little bit of product comparison here.
Now, hang on Arch, don't ask me questions. You need that like elevator music. Thanks mate, you made that interlude much better than it needed to be. You're an asset. Asset to the channel, asset to the group. Archie, the old and wise one. Get your rule out. 27 mil. $28 mil.
Isn't it normally like one whole turn is 1 mil?
Depends on how coarse the thread is, my friend. Oh look, to be fair, very helpfully, max speeding rods on the top mount have marked R for right. Yeah.
Imagine being observant and seeing that before me.
So is that the left hand side?
You can never tell with Kyle if he's really serious. Right, obviously when you fit them, make sure that your camber plates and your bolts are all in the right place. On the actual top mount itself, there's a line, and then on the camber mount itself, there's a line with a circle for it. That normally means neutral, so I'm going to guess we're somewhere near neutral. There we go. Right, on the back of E36 shocks, well, hubs, there's a little locating eye that I've only just found out about. So, rather than go through the pain and suffering that I am, clean it up first.
I just can't wait to see this car I showed you.
Who?
Finished and looking nice, dude.
Who can't?
Mate, I've
Oh.
only ever seen it looking like this.
Alright, Kyle, don't rub it in, mate.
She's looking a bit sorry for herself.
She's been parked up a good old while, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it sat prior to that for a long time.
Yeah. And then you dailied it for a little while.
They did it for like 3 weeks and decided it was way too expensive.
The wing, the splitter didn't help.
And yeah, that kind of just finished it off for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is testament to Archie's shit looking skills.
He hasn't opened the toolbox once.
Yeah, you not got an 18 down there?
Don't worry about it, mate. Done it.
Got a wrap.
Done it, gangster.
The anticipation's killing me,
Just go sit on it. Oh. Well,
I hate to say it, but I think that my initial offer might have been right.
What? 5?
yeah, it needs 10, doesn't it? No. Yeah.
This is 10 now.
Yeah. Yeah, it needs to come down a bit more, doesn't it? Yeah, it needs to come down more.
I should have just slammed it for me off.
Yeah, but we just got to take those rear shocks off again and take the cups out.
I'm on about friends.
Well, you got to think, BMW's got a weird rake.
Start with friends.
It's like the front's in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Max low on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just go 5.
Nah, max.
Max low?
I reckon you're going to go 5 and then regret that and then just...
What are you gonna?
Shame you haven't got a bumper here though, but...
What arms?
Oh, yeah,
You should definitely...
That's a good
get
point.
the bumper.
That bumper is hella low.
I reckon go get the bumper.
The splitter's not mounted to the bumper.
Oh.
Yeah, that does throw a bit of a.
But you know what sort
cats
of...
among the pigeons. That would it throws a cat among the pigeons, mate.
I've never heard that before.
You not?
No. You need some wood, boys.
Got wood.
It's behind the back wheel. There goes the bonnet, on the tools. Oh shit.
Oh, it's lashed as well.
Oh shit. Oh, the bonnet's alright.
We're gelling, mate. Right, anyway.
It rolls away. Oh.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Yay. Max lows.
Me, mate.
Now you need some wheel spacers.
Head, bonnet.
Some wheel spacers are needed.
Well, this is the problem with the 8Ks. The offset's not as good.
I want to see it off the blocks now.
Yeah.
Right, spin it around.
Yeah, that's cool. There you go. That looks cool.
Have I seen this one?
No, like now.
Oh, sh**.
Yeah, that looks cool, Tim.
You reckon?
Yeah, you've got to do a show like that. You've got to.
So I've taken the adjusters out, because that's going to gain me probably 10 to 15 mil. Maybe a bit more. Because I wanted it lower. Now I know E36s are a pain in the ass to get low and the rakes are weird on them, but we're going to try it anyway. It's no different.
No. Something can't be right.
That knocking's gone though.
Yeah. It's a lot more jalopy now.
That, we're going to leave that there. Join us next time when we've, as you can see, we've got plenty of things to be doing with this. To get it ready for show season, which is, let me just check. Retro Rise is the 11th of May, which we're filming this on the 10th. So, whenever you watch this, it's the 11th of May. Currently, from today, we've got a month and a day. The coilover's now done, but we're gonna have to leave it and see what happens. I do want it lower. It's just how we get it lower, which is now going to be the next thing. Who knows? The front is more than low, so I'm happy with that. The front is probably going to have to now come up, but I've been talked into putting a bumper on and seeing how it goes. So, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification button so that you know every time we post. But yeah, that's that. Check out Max PD Rods coilovers, Tim Jonah for 10% off. They do other stuff as well, com rods, turbos, all of that sort of thing. To the lower end of the market, price wise. Yeah, thank you for them to sending me the coilovers up. And a full review will be up once we put some miles on the car. So far, my review from driving out there, around there and turning it around, the back was very stiff. Whether that's because I haven't set the dampening right or not, I don't know. I might have put it too hard, but we'll find out and it'll all be in another video. So, thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next one.